So in this part we have to see the synthetic fibers or threads. So let's see one question. From which substances in nature can we get threads or fiber? We get threads and fibers from cotton, wool, jute, hemp, silk, etc. See in the picture they shown cotton, wool, jute, hemp and silk. See again one question. What are cloths made from? Cloths are made from fibers. Now, innumerable kinds of synthetic or artificial threads are available. For example, nylon, dacron, terylene, terine, polyester, rayon are the some names of various synthetic threads. Now, do you know? Silk is a natural thread or fiber obtained from the cocoons of silkworm. Okay, so from one cocoon we get 500 meter to 1300 meter threads can be obtained. It is said that silk was first produced on a large scale in China. So from their cocoon means from their body only we get that silk. Nylon, rayon, terylene, acrylic are all synthetic threads and many articles in our daily use are made from them. So now let's see the detailed information about the synthetic fiber, that is nylon. These threads were invented in the same time in New York and London. So their initials NY of New York, NY of New York and LON from London. So they were combined to give the name nylon. Understood how that gave the name nylon to that thread, as it invented in the same time in New York and London. So their initials they used to give the name. Nylon threads have a shine and are strong, transparent and water resistant. They are used to manufacture cloths, fishing nets, ropes, etc. Let's see the second thread is rayon. Cotton and wood pulp is dissolved in a chemical called sodium hydroxide to make a solution. Cotton and wood pulp, they dissolve in a sodium hydroxide to get a solution. Then threads are obtained from this solution with the help of machines. As these threads have shine and strength, they are said to be synthetic silk. They are appear to shining bright like sun's rays, hence they were named rayon. Understood everyone? So next one is a dacron, terylene, terine. Various hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means it is a compound of hydrogen and carbon. So various hydrocarbons obtained from mineral oils are used to make polymer chain. Polymer chain means it is a long chain of that substance. So which is obtained from mineral oil and is used to make that polymer chain. A solution of such polymer is pressed through a strainer with fine holes. A fibers form after cooling are long unbroken threads. These threads are twisted to obtain yarn. Okay. Different types of chemicals are used to make threads of various properties. These different threads have been named variously as dacron, terylene, terine, etc. For their preparation, here having the new words, that is hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means substances obtained from mineral oil. And polymer chain. Polymer chain means it's a long continuous chains formed by small interlinked chemical units. Now the next part we have to see, that is advantages and shortcomings of synthetic fiber. So first let's see the advantages. So first point, these fibers can be manufactured on a mass scale. Mass scale means large scale, means in a large amount we can manufacture these fibers, and their cost is less. They are strong and durable. These fibers are strong and durable. Durable means hard. Okay. Then they can be used for a long time. Means they have the lifespan for longer time. Then they are water repellent. Means they cannot absorb the water. Hence do not rot or get wet. They dry easily, as they water repellent means waterproof. Okay. They are lightweight and comfortable to wear. They are lightweight and comfortable to wear also. As they have a shine, they enhance the appearance of the wearer. Okay. It giving the look. Okay. It giving the good appearance. Who can wear like that cloth. Cloths made from these threads are wrinkle free and scratch free. Means it's not compulsory to iron it. Okay. So these are scratch free or wrinkle free. So these threads are very useful for making the cloths. So now let's see the shortcoming. Shortcomings we can say in our language, disadvantages also. Okay. So along with advantages, for their threads or fibers have some disadvantages. So let's see. First one, they are water repellent, hence do not absorb sweat from the skin. Yes, in summer season, as temperature is more, then in this season sweating is there. But as we wear this cloth, okay, so it cannot absorb the sweat from our skin. So it is can't use in a summer season. Then continuous use of cloth made from these threads keep the skin moist, which may cause skin diseases. As the sweat cannot absorb by these cloth, so our skin is continuously moist only, and so it creates skin diseases. Synthetic cloths are uncomfortable to wear, especially in summer. Just now I told. So in summer season we cannot wear this cloth. Synthetic fiber catches fire easily. Yes. So in Diwali festival on TV also they are showing the advertise to wear the cotton cloth or to handle our cloth properly when we can use the fire crackers. Okay. So as these fiber catch the fire easily, so we have to take care. If they catch fire, the cloth stick to the skin and causes serious injuries. Yes, immediately this cloth stick to our skin only, so it causes the injuries, serious injuries. These fibers are not decomposed by microorganisms. So as we thrown this cloth, so it cannot decomposed by the bacteria or by the microorganisms. Now see the next point, that is always remember, save trees to save nature, save paper to save trees. Use paper properly and economically, make full use of it and recycle the used paper. Although there are some disadvantages in using synthetic fibers, they can be useful if they are used in a proper way. They reduce the load on the use of natural resource. So here we complete the today's lesson, that is chapter number 6, substances in daily use. So in that lesson we have discussed about the substances and objects, their properties. Yes, then we have seen some production of substances, rubber, paper, then synthetic fibers is there, and their uses also and their examples also. So here we conclude the chapter number 6. I think everyone have understood these lessons. So first everyone read out this lesson 2 times and then complete the exercise questions from your notes in your CW. Whatever maybe the new words are there, that you have to write 5 times in your CW also, and Then complete the question answers. Whatever may be in a notes, whatever may be in an exercise, that you have to complete in your CW properly, systematically. I think everyone have understood the homework also. Okay, thank you.